Welcome everybody to Cold Frost Commentary. I am, of course, Cold Frost, coming at you with a comic book review. And the comic book that I am reviewing is Eric July, aka Young Ripa's Isom #1. And let me tell you about this. It's good. It's a great start, and I'm honestly looking forward to what's coming up next. The first book, it's about the size of a three-issue trade, um, like size wise, and it is, like I said, really good. Um, it starts off and builds a bit of the universe. There are superheroes, and apparently they can't retire because Isom is retired at the time and working on a farm, but his sister asks for some help to talk to his old school buddy, and he gets pulled into some bullshit, basically. Uh, you know, every time they try to get out, they keep pulling him. They keep pulling him back in. Not really. He's been out for a while though, but uh, so character wise, is an interesting character. I want to know more. It introduced a lot of stuff. It introduced Yaira, who is villain question mark because she fights some of the heroes and fights Isom too, um, for a little bit because he gets thrown into her by one of his villains, his buddy from high school's bodyguard, who just super throws him and he hits her midair, and then he gets hit by her. He's just like, I don't want to be in none of this. I don't want none of this, but he's getting it. But it starts off, he's not a superhero anymore. He's retired, but he gets pulled back in due to some bullshit, and it leaves a lot of you get a lot of questions, and it's not questions where you're like, it's not bad writing questions. It's good questions of, okay, what's the Aira's deal? What's Isom's deal? Why did he retire? Why is he no longer a superhero? Because we don't get any of that. Um, and now that he's back, what's that gonna do? Why does no one know who? Why does no one recognize him? Um, and then at the very end, we get a preview of the next comic to come from Rippaverse, which is about a rock band who's got some powers, and that's also interesting. I'm kind of curious about what goes on with that, because that's just interesting concept. But it gives you a little taste of that, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see what else comes out. Um, it's a very solid start and base for what Young Ripa, aka Eric July, is trying to do, which is, of course, create a whole comic book company and universe. Because, as we know, modern comics, DC, Marvel, they're not great, and I don't know if you know this because I haven't reviewed comics in a while. I did it under a different name, but on my Rumble channel, I'm uploading some of that stuff. But you can still find maybe my writing under Weird Science. I don't know if that's still uh, up, but I did used to review comics for Weird Science DC Comics um, at one point, and I got back into comics during Rebirth, because Rebirth was actually really good start, and then it for DC, and then like after a couple months, it just went, and it never, all that stuff that it purported it was gonna do, it just, nothing moved on it, and it just kind of flailed around, and mostly because I think Jeff Johns went to Hollywood, and so his guiding hand wasn't there. But anyway, that's a topic for a different day. But so I have some credentials on comics. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I I know what I like when it comes to literature and stuff like that. And Isom's really good. And I think if you haven't got it, and if you haven't heard of it, and you're listening to me, that's weird because I'm just a little guy that no one knows. But if you haven't picked it up, pick it up. There's still cover C is still available on the Riververse store, and I would highly recommend it. And I can't wait to see where it goes. Um, Other than that, that's it for this Isom review. And I'm going to be live streaming Cyberpunk Edge Runners today. So you can catch that on Rumble. And have a good day and a nice Sunday. Bye.